What a beautiful weather today. What do you think, Master?
Indeed, beautiful day, but we have still a lot of work to do.
We are traveling for more than 2 days, but you haven't told me where are we heading yet.
Don't worry, I will tell you everything soon. We are almost there.
What is this place?
We are at King Indra's mines.
Yeah, I know. Our previous king.
Exactly.
Hello, Master Magnus. It's been a while since you've been here last time.
Nice to meet you again, Derek.
What convinced you to visit us this time?
As usual, but this time I will send my apprentice instead of me. I hope you will show him the way.
Wait, I still have no idea what's going on.
We will go inside. Let's sit down for a while and I'll tell you. And I will ask you gentlemen for privacy.
So
40 years ago, a moonstone deposit was discovered here in this mine. My master Gilbert recognized its special alchemical properties in this stone. Unfortunately, this led to a disaster. So today, this place is strictly guarded, and the use of this material is prohibited. Today, only I have permission to deal with this material. In a moment, you will go with the guards to collect some samples for our experiments. You can easily recognize the stone. It is silver white and glows slightly even in the deepest darkness. That's all you need to know for now.
all right, Master.
My lord, my lady!
What do you need, friend?
It is clear that you can deal with danger. Please help the person in need. Ogun will never forget you. I will not forget you.
What annoys you? Tell me.
Thank you, my lady. My name is Oswald Slyfox. This is my house, and I probably don't have much time left on this world. Just behind my house begins the path that leads to the rocky pass where the goblins have settled. Those filthy creatures seem to have settled in there for the long term. They have a camp there, palisades on both sides of the camp, maybe even a guard tower or something like that.
Goblins here? So far from the swamps? It sounds like a joke.
He doesn't seem to be joking. Do you remember the mines? No one expected them there either.
It is so, my lord. Something has to be done with them, otherwise I can definitely say goodbye to my property and life soon.
Hey, Oswald.
My lady, my lord. You've gone there and you're alive, I guess.
Yes, the goblin problem is solved.
My saviors, get paid for it. Here, take at least these 30 gold coins from me as a thank you to the poor landlord for saving him.
We're glad we helped, but actually, there's something else we're curious about.
What should it be?
Those goblins were angry. I think I heard them talking about someone who recently robbed them. They said the thief took their chief's treasure.
My lady, my lord, I've never lied to anyone in my entire life.
It wouldn't be nice if you let us do the dirty work and kept all the loot for yourself. Show us what's inside of your house, so we can see that you're not hiding any loot from us.
But, well, why not? Feel free to take a look. The door is open.
Of course. That bastard.
Trust me, I won't share anything. This is the end for you, my dear friends.
We plan to cross the river by that bridge, right, Ingrid?
Yes, it's a favorite way for travelers not to perish in the flow of the river.
And isn't there another one along the river?
There isn't, certainly not close enough for our haste.
So what now? Shall we use magic?
No, we need something that I have at the false flute in Ingoram.
What is it?
An axe.
You're right. We need to help ourselves. We'll get some wood and find a way to cross that damned river.
Yes, let's do it.
Welcome, friend, to the Whispering Gorge, and your lovely companion as well. My name is Uthriel.
Greetings, Uthrail. I am an apprentice of magic, and this is Ingrid. You look like a thief.
Looks can be deceiving. Unfortunately, in my case, they are not. I am indeed a pickpocketer.
Pickpocketing is strictly punished in this kingdom. Is it courage or foolishness to confess like this to two wizards?
I dare say you're in a hurry. I assume there are more important matters than a simple thief in the wasteland.
What are you doing in this place? Chatting with travelers?
No, I'm robbing them.
I've never heard anything so rude.
Hold on, my lady. And consider this, it can't be a robbery if I'm dealing with you openly instead of leaping at you from a cliff.
So what do you want from us? A confession? We don't have time for that.
I'm sorry about that. I enjoy sharing a good story, but I mainly came to warn you.
Warn us? About what, you do-gooder?
About my former gang, the Silent Reapers, which occupies the Gorge and won't let anyone pass. Usually not even leave. If you continue this way, expect some mischief in every suspicious corner. And in the seemingly innocent spots, mischief doubled. That's what I wanted to tell you, to save your precious lives.
How chivalrous.
Exactly.
Bullshit. You're trying to get something out of it.
Well, I won't deny that the Reapers have kind of cheated me. Several times in different situations. I might also mention that they don't actually know yet that they are my former gang. They kind of assume I'm currently on watch, to be honest. So if I may suggest something, make things easier for yourself. To the Whispering Gorge, sweep through it like a hurricane, and you, me, and the Gorge will all be content. What do you say?
We say trusting your storytelling is like building a house without a floor.
Nevertheless, we have to go through the gorge. need more mana. What the hell? Afra, look what I found. Do you know whose it was?
Marvelous, you found my loot. I thought they really burned it.
Here you go.
1,000 thanks. Take this scroll that I stole as a token of my appreciation. Would you like me to play something?
Well, why not? I'm just thinking, why did they want to burn your loot?
Run away!
Ingrid, stop. You see those goblins? Over there.
Again? I see them. The bastards are crawling around.
But why here? There's plenty of places between the swamps and West Aram where you won't find a rotten tooth.
They're preparing the moon curse. Don't be surprised if they've planned other mischief.
What if the bastards are guarding the portal? What if they know it's the only way to reverse the curse?
A disturbing thought. Let's hope that's not the case. Information on the good wind spell and where to get the ingredients for it is relatively rare, but attainable. Identifying the portal to the land of the giants is another matter. Master Magnus must have used all his knowledge and experience to determine that it is some ruin near the Red Water.
Thank you. You've put my mind at ease.
Well, get back in the swing of things. We've got to get past the goblins.
Of course, but that trail smells pretty bad to me. The rocks around here could be full of them.
You're right, but if they're settled here, we can't sneak in.
Then we'll have to be lightning fast. We'll do the necessary fighting and get through this as fast as we can.
I agree. Let's do it.
You to me from the clouds to the east? Where do you come from, travelers?
I must disappoint you. We have not yet succeeded in breaking Ardo's earthly bond. We come from a mountain gorge some say is called the Howling. At least, one of the good guys we met.
You made it through the Howling Gorge alive and unharmed? Blessed Melzen, I am saved if I can travel with you. You're heading to Tersa, aren't you?
If we were planning to buy a pig, a couple of chickens, or the famous nettle pants, we would undoubtedly visit that special place.
No, my friend, we're not going to Tersa.
But surely we have at least a bit of a journey in common. Take me with you. You see, I'm a fur trader. I've come out here into the wilderness with some experience, but the bastards robbed me and abandoned me. I can't survive here alone.
Then come with us. But you have to keep up. We're in a hurry.
Thanks. I'll never forget that.
I decided to visit Tersa too. I need to run some quick errands there, and I'm gonna see Brett off at the same time.
How long do you want to stay there?
Don't worry, just a little. In the meantime, you can move on. When you get to the portal, you might not even have to wait for me. It'll take me a little longer to get through town, but you know how it is.
Abandoned. Abandoned for good by the only light in the dark. May the mighty Ron comfort me in her arms.
And may the great Ardal guide your steps safely, chaste and pious pilgrim.
I need one.
Welcome, young one.
Die. Bastard.
We'll both die if you don't listen to me.
What are you trying to do, scum?
To make our lives easier, we can help each other.
Why should I trust a filthy creature like you?
Because I'm trying to talk to you instead of attacking. That's a good start, isn't it?
Sure, you didn't attack me, but don't claim that none of your kindness harmed anyone from the kingdom since you arrived.
I'm not claiming that, human. I'm not claiming that. But the two of us can still help each other. You're planning to pass through these rocks to the north, aren't you?
Yes, considering I come from the south.
Excellent. Here's the thing, if you try it alone, it's certain death for you. There are enough of us here in the terrain to handle even a skilled adventurer like yourself.
Your concern touches me deeply.
The second option is that you go left here at the crossroads. There, you'll encounter our commander and his henchmen, and you kill them. I'll make sure no one else interferes with you.
I guess you're the chief's deputy, rival, or something similar, and command will fall to you.
Well, you see how things easily fall into place when you keep a cool head. So, do we have a deal?
How am I supposed to trust that you won't attack me with the rest of the goblins anyway, even after I do your dirty work?
It's hard, I get that. But even if I wanted to betray you, nothing changes for you. You still have to deal with all the goblins in the rocks. Just like you would have to do now.
I admit, Your swampy logic made some impression on me.
So decide. Kill the chief or fight all of us.
I'm running to the boss. He should watch that princess.
You coward maggot!
I'm saved. Gods, you heard me. What is your name, hero?
I'm a wizard of Aram. It was a pleasure to help you, fair lady. If I may be so bold, are you a princess?
No, I'm not. Only the scum who kidnapped me called me that. But my father is Knight Ortwin, Lord of Helwick Castle and friend of the king. He also calls me princess, sometimes. My name is Odette.
Pleased to meet you, Lady Odette. Tell me, did those villains hurt you?
Except for tying me up and dragging me here, no, nothing happened to me. They wanted a hefty ransom for me, so fortunately.
Of course, I understand.
But now I'm wondering if they wanted a ransom for me, at Ogun's. Maybe Borek and the others are alive too.
Borek and the others?
The party that accompanied me on my way back from the monastery where I studied for a while. I only vaguely remember the ambush. Maybe they're alive. Help me find them, please, my friend.
All right, Odette. I'll look for them. But you should hide somewhere until I'm done with these bandits.
I disagree. I've known Bork since I was a child. He used to rock me on his knee as a little girl and I played with his children as if they were my siblings. His men have always been loyal to my father, and to me. I want to help them.
You're already helping them by giving me the information I need. Please, look after me, my lady, and hide.
I wouldn't dream of hiding in the bushes while you continue to risk your life searching for my people. I'm done.
Then let's go look for them.
Bork, you're alive. How are the others?
We've been beaten like hell, but we're alive. Except for Fren, who was executed when he tried to escape. They sent Gusta to your father with demands. Are you all right, my lady? If they touched you...
Nothing happened to me, my friend. Especially thanks to our brave rescuer.
We are in your debt, sir.
At your service. Listen, if you keep wandering the wilderness, you'll run into more trouble.
What's wrong with you, Mr. Wizard? We were traveling on the trade route. We were dragged into this maze by those swine. We'll return to our original route now.
I can't tell you how indebted I am to you. On behalf of myself and everyone else.
It has been a pleasure to be of service to you, my lady.
My father will want to speak with you, won't you, to visit Helwick soon? Anyway, would you like to accompany us? I'll feel much safer with you.
Unfortunately, I have a very important mission. I'm sorry. I hate to turn down such a nice offer.
So at least promise me you'll be with us as soon as possible.
It'll probably take me a while, but I promise I'll come as soon as I can.
I won't forget you.
Goodbye, Odette. And here comes Ingrid, my favorite sorceress. How is the city?
Hopefully, my most handsome colleague didn't wait too long.
Not at all. I haven't even had a chance to look around here.
I haven't been to the city, only in Tersa. How was it in the tavern?
Ha! So the lady knows her local food places.
The lady is knowledgeable in many things, but this time, she preferred to replenish supplies. Any problems on the way?
Honestly, yes. I stumbled upon another large goblin nest, and it was so close.
But you're alive, right? So let's go. The portal should be in that direction.
As you say, my lady. Can you read what's written there?
Only very roughly. The inscription is also in the Skrill language mentioned by the master in the notes.
Come on.
The translation would be, Wind is the servant of fire. Earth is the playground for the wind. Water is life for the earth. Fire is a victim to the water. That's all. We'll have to make do with that to somehow open the portal.
It can't be that hard. I'm going for it.
Excellent, we've opened a portal to another world. Hopefully, it's the same one where Master Magnus ended up. What's wrong?
One more step, and I'll be the farthest from home I've ever been.
Likewise, let's go before it closes.
When we come back, do you think we'll open the portal from that side as easily as from here?
I understand your concerns, but our master managed it years ago, so it must be possible.
Should we hold our breath, just in case we happen to appear on the other side underwater?
True, and we should apply the magical protective ointment, in case it's not in water, but in acid.
What if our air is not breathable there at all?
Good observation. The entire atmosphere there could be composed of giant farts. Only in such a place can a flower with unprecedented abilities grow. By the devil and his dog mother. There are too many of them.
Well, we could probably lure them away somehow.
They are fast and familiar with the surroundings. That does seem risky.
Exploring the surroundings might reveal another path or solution. Even if it takes some time, it's worth considering all options.
You're right. So where do we go?
It looks vast around here.
And dangerously. A lot of interestingly shaped stones.
I would explore around here. We might discover something useful.
I would explore around here too. Hopefully, we won't discover that they have something like a lair or a base here. Not that I'm not curious about what a giant living room looks like, but I'd rather do without that experience.
Likewise. We have a fellow traveler here. I would guess another wizard if he opened a portal.
That's correct. The note he left behind speaks clearly.
What does it tell us?
I, Aluin of Legera, the first wizard of the Teldark Kingdom, bearer of the Platinum Order of the Third Degree, and honorary chairman of the International College of Material Mages, publicly, even though abandoned, declare to the whole world, or at least to this, that I am an idiot. Lacking sufficient supplies, I ventured into these cursed desolate places without a companion or any helper, in great pride that I would precisely map the areas beyond the portal. To my disappointment, I have so far mapped shit, as those damned bastards pursued me at every turn. And one of them broke my right arm several times. My excellent weapon, which I spent half a year crafting for this expedition with valuable but cheeky and unnecessary advice from Ogun's High Priest. So I have to wield it with my left hand, making my fight look like a drunk hooker beating carpets. A horde of giants is gathering around the portal, so my return is probably ruled out. I ran out of supplies, and there is no food in the landscape. I tried to devour a part of a stone golem, which I managed to kill, but the results were unfavorable. Whoever finds these notes, and my body by extension, if I don't get out of here, reader will do me a great service by visiting the inn at the Pig's Snout in Legera and informing the innkeeper that he can consider my debts definitively unresolved.
So this is how Master Aluin ended up. How long has he been missing?
10 years. I met him once when I was still an apprentice. He probably didn't tell anyone where he was going, which likely also contributed to his fate.
Ingrid, do we have enough supplies if we were to linger around here for a bit?
Don't worry, silly. I emptied half the market in Tersa.
You're a gem! Can I kiss you?
No, there's a corpse here.
I need more mana. Wonderful! Melzen is smiling down on us from his heights once again. Even though we're in such a gloomy landscape, it's encouraging for me. And we bypassed that guarded gorge. Do you see any menhirs with inscriptions?
There's one over there. At least, I hope. Yes, it's the route we left. I can even decipher from it where we should go next towards that tall hill over there.
That must be the shrine. We're at the destination.
Do you trust those stones all around?
No, I don't. Do you see any miraculous flowers?
No, I don't see any. Hopefully, they will be near the sanctuary.
How many of those flowers do we need?
As much as possible. The potion making will be demanding, and I wouldn't want to fail due to a lack of ingredients.
Of course, but those golems won't let us roam around like moles in a garden.
At least 7. Gather at least 7, I'll attempt the same.
And then we'll make a run for the portal.
Yes.
Let's do it. Damn, another guard.
He is yours. I'll open the gate home in the meantime. Make sure it doesn't interrupt me. I got it. Let's go.
Oh damn, we missed these so much.
We have to deal with them. They must not report that the portal was active. Not a single one of them must escape.
Phew, that was a close call.
I really wonder what they were patrolling here for.
We can find comfort in the idea that it's just a notable landmark, and they dispatched a few scouts here.
Yes, we can comfort ourselves. Well, at least we dealt with them, and the dead won't report anything.
Besides this problem, I was also a bit afraid that we wouldn't come through the portal alone. Actually, I'm still worried about that.
That would be truly unpleasant, but look, I feel that the portal is closing. We did it! We have the necessary flowers, and we survived the giant fart zone, albeit narrowly. I must thank you once again for saving me. It's a joy to have someone like you nearby.
You know, the pleasure is on my side, Ingrid.
Are you leaving Tersa too?
No, it is not. What is happening there?
The goblins came from the hills, attacked Tersa and all the settlements around it.
How many goblins?
I don't know, maybe hundreds. We heard that Tersa was in flames when they began to come to our village. A lot of people were killed, neighbors fled in all directions. We went to the south.
Did no one stand up to them?
No one in our village survived. We were lucky to save ourselves. How was it elsewhere, I don't know. But the city guard in Tersa definitely stood up against them.
I do not doubt that, but I feared that the 5 guards and their fat commander did not do much.
Where are you heading now?
Further south, I have a cousin beyond the border. I hope he will take care of us for a while. Others said they would flee to Gorge or to the castle of Helwick. Some fools said they had even gone to the Howling Glen in order to get to Aram.
So much luck, friends.
Thank you, sir. May those goblins fry on the scorching rocks of Hron.
Those who fled to Gorge, if they arrive there, will not get much better. The town has a palisade, but the garrison is as weak as Tersa.
Perhaps they won't go so far or someone will stop them in time. What about the castle Helwick?
A strong castle, a good night. People who have gone there will surely find help and temporary shelter. Lord of the Castle Ortwin will try to do something about the situation. The question is, if the Helwick of power will be enough to clean the area.
What about our forces?
We have to go to Aram as soon as possible. These attacks are undoubtedly related to a curse that is about to fall. If we stay in the area with more self-righteous intentions, much more can be lost.
In this we are for one Ingrid, although I would like to help the locals, as you. I was wondering if we could continuing the trade route, especially with the mission we carry on.
What do you suggest?
Not to risk captivity and disclosure of our intentions on a business journey, but to bypass the area in the wilderness. Those places I went to when we first split up and you went to Tersa for supplies.
It would be a kind of treatment, but I agree that if we were to go this way further, we would most likely be fighting the army, in the best case, hiding at every corner.
Exactly.
Didn't you say that you've stumbled into a bar somewhere in front of the pub?
He said, I expect it to be quite empty at the moment. In addition, as one very dear person noted to me, I survived it.
What are they doing here? Disgusting goblins, so close to our tavern.
There are enough of them to give us a proper headache. So, we'll go quietly, as stealthily as possible, and if avoiding the fight isn't an option, we'll handle it quickly, efficiently, and then we'll proceed without delay. Is that clear?
Clear, General.
At your service, my lady. Nasty bastards. Do you see them too, bro?
I see them. Let's get them now. For our mother.
Stop, idiots! Help me save them, please. They're morons, but I've known them since childhood.
Ha! That'll teach them to spread out here like a stench in a dog kennel.
And attacking the town where our mother, who disowned us, lived.
I should fry you all back to your miserable tavern with a fiery storm. Putting us all in danger like this.
About our mom and all the people they killed or drove out of their homes.
About how you would love to...
Shut up. And forget about that offer. If you threaten our progress like this once more, we won't hesitate to leave you. On the contrary, we'll use your stupidity to our advantage. We will continue on our own path, with plans that make sense and have a chance to make a difference. Not just mindlessly brawl and boast in the wilderness.
Of course, General.
Sure as shit!
Alright, we're back on the trade route. It seems that was the main artery of goblin pillaging.
Most of the tracks lead east towards Gorge and Helwick. In our direction.
We must be cautious and avoid unnecessary confrontations. And be swift.
We understand.
Fighting is still going on here. Unbelievable.
The defenders must be brave and capable if they held out for so long. However, it seems that the army didn't consider the house worth the delay. Only a few goblins are besieging it.
I say we help them, but I'll leave it up to you, damn it.
Those inside might know something useful.
That wasn't a complete nonsense you just spewed.
That's the most beautiful thing anyone has ever said to me.
Let's do it.
Yes. Quickly and without stopping. Let's go.
So they fought among themselves, like dogs over a stolen piece of meat.
Yes. Hopefully, the owners managed to escape in time.
Hopefully. I don't see their bodies around here, but they could be lying anywhere on the road, like the corpses we've already come across. And unfortunately, we'll likely encounter more.
Mom, you're alive.
Of course I'm alive, you fool. Did you expect me to perish in a pitiful goblin raid? Not likely.
We missed you. Are you all right? Anything wrong with you?
It was fine until your ungrateful mouths showed up here. Where is Invil anyway?
He stayed in the pub. Didn't want to see you.
One of the few with common sense. Bastard.
We were saying on the way here that we could take care of you, if you won't be dead.
I would like to have your worries. I would rather wipe the asses of all the pigs in Tersa after every shit than rely on help from you.
There is no ass to wipe in Tersa anymore. Mom.
Fuck that! You're trying to tug at my old soft heart? Well, alright. Come and meet your new stepfather. He might be 15, smell worse than tiny, and be a complete idiot. But I want him to shout at you too. Off you go.
Good day.
Good day to you too. You look like wanderers or cutthroats. Much more than villagers needing help against goblins.
Be quiet or you won't escape the juiciest punishment. I recognize at least one of them. It's him.
It's good to see you again, Boric. When I heard about the goblin attack, I was worried whether you managed to get home safely.
Thanks to Ogun, yes. If we had delayed our journey for another day, things could have been bad. Lady Odette couldn't stop talking about you and was also worried. Whether you fell into a trap set by the goblins, I guess she'll be thrilled when she hears about your arrival.
It's hard to blame Lady Odette in this matter. We would need, good sirs, to speak with Knight Ortwin on an urgent matter.
Forgive my rudeness. Let me introduce you to Ingrid, a sorceress from Golram, and my mentor.
Mentor?
You don't want to know?
As she said, we need to talk to your master as soon as possible.
He can be found in the main hall. The guards won't bother you on the way. I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
I'm just curious.
Yes?
Will these two be accompanying you?
I think we'll manage inside without them. Would you be so kind as to give them some food?
We will find something. I wish you good fortune.
Thanks, Boric.
Why didn't you tell me about your adventure with Boric and Lady Odette?
I didn't consider it particularly significant. Besides, originally, we weren't planning to come to Helwick at all.
When did it happen?
The first time I went through the Raspberry Inn, just before the portal, they were attacked by bandits.
Just before we met again, didn't it occur to you to mention it?
Just so you know, it did cross my mind. If I remember correctly, I wanted to tell you everything from our parting, and I did start with it. Nevertheless, I was interrupted by some urgent and wise declaration.
Sure, and since then there hasn't been an opportunity for it, right?
Are you jealous that you're not the only lady I've rescued recently?
Yes, you got it. Exactly the kind of things I have time to deal with now.
Do not despair and weep. On the contrary, look towards the future restoration. Ogun says that every hardship only sharpens our skills and abilities to adapt.
I lost all my property. The house that my grandfather built, my father expanded with a barn, and I added a pottery workshop. Now everything is burned. I have to start from scratch. My family will starve. How can I hope for a better tomorrow when we've been set back 3 generations?
Once the goblins are driven out, build a workshop. Ogun blesses craftsmen. Maybe you weren't satisfied with your first workshop. You have a chance to build it differently. Your sons will eventually build further. Your family will survive and thrive. Ogun blesses you.
How is it possible that the goblins overwhelmed us like this? Weren't the weapons of our guards blessed by Ogun?
Ogun is the god of weapons, crafts, and skills that we can learn. It's up to each of us how we serve him and, in turn, ourselves. If the enemy defeats us, let us look for fault within ourselves and ask what we could have done better. If we are alive after defeat, thank Ogun for the opportunity to learn from our mistakes.
And what did Ogun's priests did to protect the cities?
The servants of Ogun are scattered throughout the entire kingdom to help wherever possible. I have been assisting people in rescue efforts of their loved ones and most valuable possessions, and led them here to the Honorable Knight Ortwin at Helwick.
Well, that's good. However, according to the teachings of your master, perhaps the holy men of Ogun could reflect on their mistakes and refine their assistance to people somewhat. I believe that people would find their way to Helwick on their own, and a servant of the god of weapons and skill would be useful, for example, in battle.
Ogun's order is numerous, and there are among us those who handle weapons very skillfully and eagerly, so do not worry about that, my friend. Perhaps you will encounter them one day. Others among us, however, have the task of providing comfort and assistance to people in need.
Of course.
Don't be afraid that we wouldn't reflect on our mistakes. It's part of our prayers and penance. All I can do is believe that it's a virtue shared by wizards as well.
That's enough. May your work prosper, holy man. You can't just leave them alone when you see one?
Of course, I can.
Bullshit.
Welcome, friends. Boric has already announced you. Finally, I'm pleased to meet Ingrid, the sorceress from Gorham, about whom I've heard so much praise.
The pleasure is on my side, Sir Knight.
And I also welcome the hero who liberated my daughter, and the men who were supposed to protect her. I am forever grateful to you, my friend.
It is an honor, Sir Knight.
However, you come at a difficult moment. Under different circumstances, I would rightfully serve you generously, and organize a dance celebration in your honor. Although such diversions go against my soul, unlike my daughter. However, now I cannot afford it, as you surely understand.
We understand and appreciate that. Taking care of the subjects, as you do, sets an example for many.
So, wizard friends, what brings you here? Listening in on compliments and reveling in gratitude is not typically a trait of your guild. However distant your art and motives may be to me, I've noticed a pure practicality among most wizards I've had the chance to talk to.
You've perceived that very accurately. We do come with purely practical, even mundane, yet significant matters.
And that is?
Unfortunately, we cannot afford to linger too long battling with goblins, nor can we risk capture and the potential leakage of information.
Well, that sounds important, I don't deny that. How do you see my role in helping?
We are unaware of the extent of the goblin attack and the areas they control. We were hoping that your information could help us choose the most advantageous route to the capital. I'm sure you've gathered all that could be known about the—
Of course I have gathered information. We are planning a counterattack with other lords and some adventurous groups, but at the moment I cannot. I cannot leave my castle, which is besieged, as you have surely noticed.
Yes, we noticed. Are there really that many of them here?
Well, yes and no. Scouts report that there are only 200 to 300 of them in the forest around Helwick. Undoubtedly we could break out, but at what cost? I dare not estimate. We are now monitoring their movements and, with the help of our scouts, trying to determine the most opportune moment to break through. I am negotiating with the local authorities and the best people to resolve the situation. Naturally, I have also sent a report to the king.
We will certainly remind the king and his council of your situation as well.
That would be kind of you. However, I hope that by then we will have managed on our own. In any case, if you want to, get to Aurum as quickly as possible. My scouts can smuggle you through the forest and rocks to the southeast, to the fresh ford, where goblins dare not venture. From there, you can easily reach the capital via the trade route. That's probably not the case anymore. Scouts report that goblin numbers are likely replenishing from the area around the Whispering Gorge. If you need to avoid capture, definitely do not head in that direction.
Then everything is clear. Thank you, Sir Knight.
You're welcome. I will now arrange for your guide through the siege. He should be available within a few hours at the latest. Rest and refresh yourself in the meantime at that table over there.
We are grateful, sir.
Here you are. When I heard that you came to Helwick, I thought I'd go crazy with joy.
I'm glad to see you too. And I'm pleased that you're okay.
It's all thanks to you. How long will you stay here? Forgive me, lady. I am Odette, Ortwin's daughter. And you are?
That's Ingrid, a sorceress from Goram, with whom I travel, and thanks to her abilities and experience, I'm still alive.
I'm glad for that, Ingrid. I'm very grateful that you kept him alive. Now I can at least show him Helwick.
Odette, we're expecting your father any moment now. He's kindly handling an important matter for us. I'd rather wait for him here.
Nonsense, silly. Dad won't mind if you show up a little later. After all, you'll still be in Helwick, and with me. Come, I'll show you my chambers. Dad can wait for you with Miss Ingrid.
Perhaps it escaped your attention that we're dealing with adult matters here, little girl. Both of us will wait for your dad here.
Little girl? How dare you insult the daughter of your host?
Daughter. That's an accurate description. A very useful and deserving function, it seems.
Oh, I bow to you, esteemed sorceress. The farmer's cow has a twisted tail. Wouldn't you like to use your expertise to stop it before even the calves catch it?
With pleasure. Dealing with such a cow is definitely more worthwhile than an unruly goat. That can't even assess the seriousness of the situation, and is confusing a besieged castle full of refugees with a romantic moonlight walk.
Of course. Jealousy over the fact that he saved me, and I am indebted to him with my heart, is a sign of emotional maturity.
Don't you dare lecture me on maturity, naive bitch. If you only knew the problems he and I are currently facing, you'd crawl into your little room and you would collect dandelions.
You're just upset that someone else is interested in him, you old whore.
Retreat, friends! Barricade the doors!
Ortwin, the madness outside is the moon's curse. That's why we're rushing to Arum. We need to stop it.
But you clearly didn't manage, you band of wizards.
We acted immediately as soon as we suspected that something was amiss.
Bloody hell!
We're traveling from the places where we found something like an antidote to that curse. However, we can only utilize it in our laboratory in Aram to prepare a counterspell.
Rolf! Rolf, immediately accompany them to the Fresh Fort. You know the way.
Yes, my lord.
And you two, dare not to fail in your mission. Farewell.
Well done, Fresh Ford. We already know this place.
Thanks, Rolf. Good luck on Helwick. We'll do everything we can to end this hell.
Let's go to Aram.
Stop! Who are you?
We're rushing to Aram.
Well, anyone could say that. How do we know you're not part of the shenanigans that started last night?
Do we look like those poor bastards who've lost their minds and are attacking everything around us?
I'm not saying that, but you may be involved. You're witches, aren't you? These things don't come naturally. That kind of shit is usually under the fingernails of scum like you two.
Wait, They say 2 wizards. I've heard of them. They helped my cousin recently. They wouldn't do anything like that.
Ugh! Those names might not even be theirs. I'd better lock them up for a while. Maybe we've caught the source of the trouble. And if not, we'll find out later. Take them, guys!
Don't you dare arrest us, fool! We're rushing to Aram to help put an end to this hell. You're holding us and yourself back.
Those words are useless, Beauty. But never mind. Then you'll have plenty of time to talk to me about your problems. Don't worry about it, haha. Take them, fools, I say.
Herb, we picked you to be our leader because you're the most experienced of us and you can handle yourself. But this is way out of line. We've had to fight these possessed ones, even though they're our neighbors and relatives, and the whole thing is a nightmare. But I'm telling you, you've been possessed too, and now you're drunk on power and orders.
What are you talking about, you scum? I'm trying to make sure we survive.
We're relieving you of your command of the militia. It's gone too far.
You fools! You think you have a chance without me? Who else has a problem with me?
I don't like how long we've been standing in one place.
Yeah, I'm also afraid that by putting ourselves out there with the crowd,
Get out! This is our place!
It's not infinitely big here.
Leave them alone. They want to survive, like all of us.
Thank you for your hospitality, but we will not bother you here for too long.
Where are you headed?
to the city.
The magicians. Interesting. I wish you good luck. Those who have not been converted do not like you very much now. Be careful.
What exactly happened?
When the sky changed its color, many people became possessed and attacked others, and confusion began, bloody enough to be more precise. The guards who rushed to solve the situation changed before our eyes and joined the possessed, along with the knights and their companions as well. Anyone who could ran to hide in a house.
Fuck, we are too late.
Yes, but everything can be much worse. Continue, please.
I was hiding in the bar. There were many of us. It seemed that when we were inside, the curse from heaven could not reach us, but then someone started knocking on the door. I managed to slip out. I took a run for it and fled the city. By the corner of my eye, I saw that there were groups of possessed people on the street, but I don't know exactly how many. In the pub and on the way, I heard several times that all these things can be done by magicians, as they did years ago. I don't know exactly what happened then, but a lot of people are now confident in who to blame for this.
We only have to prove the opposite.
Indeed.
I don't know if it's not too late. Those converted were like us a few days ago, and if you kill them, others may be protected at that moment. But you will still kill the innocent, our relatives and our neighbors. Although the possessed now do harm, they do not do it by their own will, and if you kill them, suspicion will not fall from you.
No, we don't want to kill possessed. We are going to remove this curse.
May the gods accompany you.
Ugh, hello friends. It's good to see that not everyone has fallen victim to the curse.
Indeed, witch.
Maybe we shouldn't be exposing ourselves in the open like this. Apparently, larger groups of people are the first to be hit when...
The sky has tried to control us several times, but without success. Our faith protects us.
Well done.
But what protects you? It's not faith. We're sure of that. From what we know of you.
We're not the only ones the curse doesn't work on. It's possible that all you need is a strong enough will.
Or something else. For example, fingers in the black magic.
That's enough, fool! You don't know what you're dealing with, and you're delaying at least a partial remedy for this misfortune. I've met a few Ogun priests on my travels and had my differences with them, but Ingrid here always showed me the other side of the coin, and I was slowly coming to some understanding of your position. So kindly don't spoil it and let us break this horror curse.
Yes, we've heard of you. A rude and disrespectful fool, as my brothers have told me. But we you see here are not as kind as those you met before. Our order, the Blades of Ogun, need not ask what are the motives of Ogun's enemies. Enemies of the people and their safety. We see who is responsible for the evil, and with God's blessing, we also act.
Very well. Then please head to the swamps and kill the sower who controls the curse there. Or are you so dumb that you didn't notice the simultaneous goblin raids in the kingdom and put the pieces together?
Goblins can't wield that kind of magic. Historically, it's always been human wizards who have dabbled in something like that. I don't see your black plans and why goblins are involved. But it's not necessary. Ogun's anger sparks in your direction. Perish, heretic!